It was a day just like any other at the bustling shopping mall. People were laughing, bags were rustling, and the aroma of food court pretzels filled the air. Among the crowd was a young woman named Sarah, enjoying a casual afternoon browse. Suddenly, a loud bang echoed through the halls, sending a wave of confusion and panic across the shoppers. For a split second, everyone froze, trying to process what they'd just heard. Was it a firecracker? A sign falling? As a second, more distinct bang rang out, the terrifying reality set in. Chaos erupted. People started screaming and running in every direction, a stampede of fear. Amidst the pandemonium, a security guard noticed Sarah. She had dropped to the floor, seemingly having slipped and fallen in the rush. He started to move toward her to help her up, to get her out of the way of the frantic crowd. But as he got closer, he realized his initial assessment was completely wrong. Sarah hadn't slipped at all. Her movements were deliberate, precise. She wasn't lying helplessly on the polished floor. She was in a low controlled crouch, using a large decorative planter as concealment. Her eyes weren't wide with panic, but were instead sharp and focused, scanning her surroundings with an intensity that stood in stark contrast to the hysteria around her. She was calm, calculating, and clearly knew exactly what she was doing. The security guard, a former military man himself, recognized the posture immediately. It was the stance of someone trained to react to hostile situations. She wasn't a victim of the chaos. She was actively taking cover. The guard quickly abandoned his plan to rescue her and instead followed her lead, ducking behind a nearby kiosk and pulling out his radio. He watched as Sarah, with astonishing composure, began signaling to a small, terrified family huddled behind a bench. She wasn't using words that would be lost in the noise. Instead, she used clear, concise hand signals, pointing them toward a service corridor they hadn't noticed. It was a route away from the danger, a path to safety. One by one, they scurried into the hallway, disappearing from the line of fire. It turned out Sarah was an off-duty police officer. What others saw as a clumsy fall was, in reality, a life-saving instinct honed by years of training. She immediately recognized the sound of gunfire and her training kicked in. Her first action wasn't to run, but to drop, minimize her profile, and find cover. This simple, instantaneous decision is what professionals are taught. Running in a panic often makes you an easier target. By getting low and behind a solid object, she dramatically increased her chances of survival. From this position of relative safety, she was able to assess the situation and help others. This incredible story is a powerful reminder that things aren't always what they seem. A moment of perceived weakness can actually be an act of incredible strength and intelligence. Sarah's quick thinking and training didn't just save herself. It provided a beacon of hope and a path to safety for others caught in a terrifying situation. It goes to show that in a crisis, the calmest person in the room is often the most prepared. Thanks for watching, and if you found this story as inspiring as I did, be sure to like and subscribe for more. Stay safe out there.